The evolution of philosophical writing styles and the emergence of ontology have taken a fascinating journey over time. In the early days of philosophical thought, philosophers often presented their ideas separately. They would expound on their views, then draw connections between them afterward. However, as the field of philosophy evolved, so did the writing style. A shift occurred, giving birth to a dialectical, interconnected style of writing. This approach allows ideas to naturally negate and resolve each other, creating a dynamic dialogue within the text. The philosopher, in this scenario, simply guides this process, shaping it into a communicable system. This method of ontology proposes a unique perspective on truth. It suggests that truth isn't about proving something to someone for personal gain, like in law. Instead, truth is the self-conscious expression of natural thought processes as they organically occur in the mind. In essence, metaphysics catalogs the spontaneous logic of thought into a communicable system. In recent times, authors of research have been encouraged to identify with their work as if it were a product of their own making, representing their personal point of view. Yet this approach may not align with the ontological method, where the goal is to experience pure thought. Ancient Buddhist traditions offer a fascinating perspective on thinking. They propose that thinking is an involuntary operation, much like the growth of trees or the changing of weather. The voluntary element comes in when we reflect on these natural thought processes happening in our minds. This ontological approach requires a certain mental fitness of concentration, positioning philosophy as a form of meditation on the natural operations of thought. This concentration isn't about focusing on one thing to the exclusion of others. Instead, it encourages a detachment from thought, using thought, observing how naturally distinguished elements fall into the same relation. In summary, the evolution of philosophical writing styles and the emergence of ontology have seen a shift from isolated idea presentation to a dialectical and interconnected style of writing. The key is to allow ideas to naturally negate and resolve each other, with the philosopher guiding this process into a communicable system. This method of ontology encourages a detachment from personal views, focusing instead on experiencing pure thought. Finally, the practice of philosophy becomes a form of meditation on the natural operations of thought, observing the relations between naturally distinguished elements. So, as you delve into the field of ontology, remember to approach with an open mind, ready to explore the interconnectedness of ideas and the natural operations of thought. The journey will be enlightening.